Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. The baseball world woke up today to one of the most shocking and electrifying rumors in recent memory. Bichette, the all-star shortstop and face of the Toronto Blue Jays, has reportedly been announced as the newest member of the New York Yankees. If this turns out to be true, we're talking about a seismic shift not just for the Yankees infield, but for the entire American League. Bichette, known for his fiery competitiveness, quick hands, and clutch hitting, brings a kind of energy that Yankee Stadium hasn't seen in years. Fans are already flooding social media, some celebrating, others in disbelief, because Bichette in pinstripes just sounds surreal. The deal supposedly came together quietly, behind closed doors, with very few leaks until this morning's explosion of reports. The Yankees, always hunting for stars who can handle the New York spotlight, may have found their next great cornerstone player. This isn't just about numbers or WAR metrics. It's about swagger, leadership, and that magnetic quality that makes the Bronx roar. If this announcement holds up, we're entering a new era where Bichette could become the heartbeat of a team desperate to reclaim its identity as baseball's ultimate powerhouse. What's so fascinating about this rumored move is the timing. Just when everyone thought the Yankees were focused on pitching upgrades and payroll flexibility, they apparently dropped a bombshell by adding one of the league's most dynamic shortstops. Bichette is still in his prime, with years of team control ahead, and bringing him into New York signals one clear message: the Yankees are done waiting. They want to win now, and they're willing to shake the entire league to do it. But beyond the excitement, there's curiosity. What happens to the current infield setup? Does this mean Gleyber Torres is on the move? Could Oswald Peraza or Anthony Volpe shift positions? Or will Aaron Boone have to juggle egos and gloves to make it all work? Whatever the answer is, one thing's certain: the Yankees just got a lot more dangerous on paper. Bo's offensive consistency, his contact-driven approach, and his flair for pressure moments could be exactly what this franchise needs to reignite its aura. For fans who have followed Bichette's journey since his debut, this feels like watching the next chapter of baseball royalty unfold. Son of Dante Bichette, a former slugger with the Rockies, Bo's been groomed for the spotlight since day one. His passion, confidence, and relentless drive make him tailor-made for a market like New York. The Yankees love players who combine talent with charisma, and Bichette checks both boxes effortlessly. He's got that rare combination of old-school grit and modern flash. The kind of player who slides hard into second base one inning and crushes a go-ahead homer the next. Imagine that energy translating to Yankee Stadium under those bright lights, with 50,000 fans chanting his name. It's cinematic. If the reports hold true, Bichette isn't just joining the Yankees. He's stepping onto one of the biggest stages in sports history. And judging by his personality, he'll embrace every bit of it. But let's be honest, not everyone is thrilled about it. Blue Jays fans are devastated, and rightfully so. Bichette wasn't just their shortstop. He was their symbol of homegrown pride, their leader in spirit and performance. Losing him to a division rival like the Yankees would sting deeper than any loss in recent memory. This kind of move cuts through fan loyalty like a blade. Some are already calling it a betrayal, others blaming front office mismanagement for letting negotiations deteriorate to this point. It's emotional, raw, and real. The AL East has always been a battlefield, but this potential transfer might add a new layer of rivalry that's both personal and explosive. Every time the Yankees and Jays face off, Bichette's presence would carry extra weight. The boos, the chants, the tension, it's the kind of theater baseball thrives on. If the Yankees front office really pulled this off, it's nothing short of masterful. They've been criticized for years for relying too heavily on aging sluggers and big names past their peak. But this is different. Bichette is in his mid-20s, just entering his prime, and plays a premium position that the Yankees have struggled to stabilize since the departure of Didi Gregorius. It's a move that blends youth, skill, and long-term vision. Analysts are already buzzing about the potential ripple effects. Could this attract More free agents to New York? Could it shift the balance of power in the American League entirely? It's not just about wins, it's about identity. The Yankees are rebranding themselves as a dynamic, younger, hungrier team, and Bichette could be the centerpiece of that evolution. Still, one can't ignore the pressure that comes with this territory. Playing shortstop for the New York Yankees isn't like playing anywhere else. Every swing, every error, every quote becomes a headline. Bichette will have to handle that microscope, that relentless scrutiny that only the Bronx can offer. But if there's one thing we've learned about him, it's that he doesn't shy away from challenges. He thrives under the spotlight. In Toronto, he played with flair and freedom. In New York, he'll be asked to channel that into legacy. And maybe that's the beauty of it, the test of greatness. If Bo Bichette can conquer the Bronx, he'll etch his name among legends. If he falters, the critics will be merciless. Either way, the storylines are irresistible, and baseball just got a whole lot more dramatic. The atmosphere around Yankee Stadium right now feels electric, even surreal. Fans are already imagining lineups, dreaming about double plays between Bichette and Volpe, and picturing those effortless opposite field singles that have become Bo's signature. It's a kind of rumor that turns an ordinary offseason morning into a frenzy of hope and debate. The Yankees haven't had a player quite like Bichette in years, someone with both style and substance, who brings swagger without arrogance, confidence without complacency. The thought of him wearing pinstripes, walking up to the plate to the roar of "Let's go, Bo," is giving fans chills. And it's not just the fans. Inside the clubhouse, sources suggest that players are buzzing too, eager to see how this new addition might transform the team's chemistry. The Yankees have had talent, sure, but sometimes what they've lacked is that spark, the kind that ignites a whole dugout. Bichette could be that match, that energy that makes baseball in the Bronx feel alive again. What makes this story even juicier is how unexpected it was. There had been no leaks, no whispers, no sources close to the situation until today. Usually, a blockbuster like this drips out over weeks. But this one hit like lightning, a sudden jolt that flipped the baseball world upside down. Reporters are scrambling to confirm. Insiders are speculating on contract details, and rival fans are bracing for what this means for their own teams. Did the Yankees outmaneuver everyone again? Did Toronto see this coming, or are they blindsided? And what does it say about the Blue Jays' future without their leader? It's rare to see a player who is so deeply identified with one franchise suddenly swap colors, especially to a rival that represents everything the old team wanted to defeat. That's why this rumor feels less like a transaction and more like a plot twist in a movie. Baseball, as always, finds a way to blend sport with spectacle. Meanwhile, New York media is already in overdrive, crafting narratives around Bo's personality and how it fits into the Yankees culture. Some see him as a modern Derek Jeter, calm under pressure, articulate, a leader by example. Others think he'll bring a bit more edge, a fiery competitiveness that could shake up the status quo. Either way, he's exactly the kind of story the Yankees crave. A young, marketable star with superstar potential both on and off the field. Imagine the commercials, the headlines, the highlight reels. Bichette isn't just a shortstop, he's a brand. And in New York, that matters as much as batting average. If handled right, he could become a new face of Yankee baseball for the next decade. The franchise has been searching for that kind of identity, a player who connects generations. And Bo might just be the bridge between the old glory days and the new age of analytics and athleticism. Of course, the baseball purists are already dissecting the fit. They're talking about fielding metrics, swing paths, ground ball rates, and how Bichette's aggressive approach might adapt to Yankee Stadium's right field porch. But what those numbers miss is the intangible, the vibe, the energy, the culture shift he brings. The Yankees have been criticized for playing robotic baseball, too mechanical, too businesslike. Bichette changes that equation. He plays with emotion. You can feel it in the way he celebrates a big hit, the way he fires up his teammates after a key play. That kind of passion doesn't just boost morale, it changes outcomes. In a sport as psychological as baseball, that spark can be the difference between a contender and a champion. That's why this rumor isn't just exciting, It's transformational. The Yankees might finally be finding their soul again. And let's not forget what this means for the rest of the league. The AL East was already the toughest division in baseball, but now it could become an all-out war. The Red Sox, Rays, Orioles, and Jays will all have to adjust their game plans. BICHETTE in pinstripes changes everything. Pitching strategies, defensive shifts, even how opponents construct their lineups. Rival teams might have to reevaluate their own rosters just to keep up. It's like the Yankees dropped a chess piece on the board that forced everyone else into check. For years, critics said the Yankees had lost their intimidation factor. Well, guess what? It's back, and it's wearing number 11. The Yankees didn't just sign a player. They might have reignited the fear that used to define them. Still, as thrilling as it all sounds, we're living in rumor territory for now. No official press conference, no jersey presentation, yet. But the buzz is so loud, so widespread, it's hard not to believe there's truth behind it. Whether this turns out to be finalized today, tomorrow, or never, one thing's undeniable. The idea of BICHETTE joining the Yankees has already captured imaginations across the sport. It's the perfect storm of talent, timing, and drama. And if the Bronx Bombers really did pull it off, baseball's entire landscape might have just shifted overnight. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. And if history tells us anything, where there's Yankee smoke, there's almost always fire. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. As the countdown to his debut continues, the combination of hype, skill, and speculation has created a perfect storm, where every angle of Yordan Alvarez's arrival is analyzed, dissected, and projected into the future. Rumors suggest that not only will the Yankees benefit from his presence on the field, but the entire league is preparing for a shift in power dynamics, with pitchers, managers, and teams recalibrating strategies to counter a slugger whose potential seems limitless. Fans have transformed into amateur statisticians, predicting home run totals, batting averages, and playoff impact, while the media amplifies every whisper into headlines, creating a feedback loop that intensifies the mythology surrounding him. Analysts emphasize the psychological impact, noting that Alvarez's presence alone can alter the mindset of both teammates and opponents, instilling confidence, fear, or caution depending on the situation. The combined effect of athletic prowess, strategic integration, and city-wide expectation positions him as more than a player. It positions him as a phenomenon, a living narrative of ambition, drama, and excellence. Rumors of preseason showdowns, debut matchups, and record-breaking potential swirl endlessly, feeding anticipation and speculation, creating a spectacle that promises to captivate not just fans, but anyone who follows the pulse of baseball culture. In this story, Yordan Alvarez is not merely signing a contract. He is igniting an era, a legend in the making, and a narrative that could define the Yankees and the Bronx for years to come. Even casual observers have been swept into the frenzy, with local communities, social media influencers, and sports commentators all speculating on the precise moment when Alvarez will make his impact felt. Rumors suggest that every first at-bat, every swing in a high-stakes game, could be immortalized in highlight reels, creating instant legends and viral moments. Analysts debate lineup adjustments, pitch selection, and bullpen strategies, while fans eagerly anticipate scenarios where Alvarez hits game-changing home runs, drives in critical RBIs, and redefines the competitive landscape of the league. From digital communities to physical stadiums, the anticipation is omnipresent, turning every conversation into a forum for prediction, speculation, and celebration. The narrative surrounding Alvarez has transcended the traditional boundaries of sport, morphing into a cultural phenomenon, where rumor, expectation, and reality blend into a continuous spectacle. Insider whispers suggest that every practice, interview, and interaction will be magnified, adding layers of meaning to his debut in early games. The collective anticipation is almost tangible, creating a charged atmosphere where every fan, analyst, and teammate seems united in the shared expectation that Yordan Alvarez is not merely joining the Yankees. He is arriving to redefine what it means to play, win, and dominate in the Bronx. As the rumor persists, anticipation continues to grow, with insiders indicating that the Yankees are finalizing details and preparing for what could be a game-changing addition to their roster. Speculation suggests that Cease's arrival could immediately alter rotation dynamics, bullpen utilization, and team strategy, creating an immediate impact while also laying the groundwork for sustained success. Analysts point out that while the trade remains unconfirmed, the sheer volume of discussion, insider hints, and strategic speculation points to a major move in the works, reflecting the Yankees' commitment to aggressive, high-impact decision-making. Fans are increasingly visualizing scenarios in which Cease dominates critical matchups, delivers strikeouts in high-pressure innings, and catalyzes a shift in postseason projections, fueling ongoing debate and excitement across multiple platforms. Behind the scenes, coaching staff are reportedly evaluating pitching mechanics, rotation logistics, and psychological integration strategies, ensuring that Cease can maximize his performance upon arrival. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.